Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, are we truly alone? For over 78 years, one small town in New Mexico has been at the very center of that question. I'm talking, of course, about Roswell, New Mexico. The year is 1947. A rancher named Mac Brazel stumbles upon a strange debris field on his property. It's unlike anything he's ever seen. Metallic beams, strange foils that remember their shape, and materials with cryptic symbols. He reports his find, and what happens next becomes the stuff of legend. Initially, the local military base, the Roswell Army Airfield, issues a stunning press release. They announce they have recovered a flying disc. A flying disc! The headlines go wild. For a moment, it seems like the world is on the cusp of a revelation. But then, just as quickly, the story changes. The very next day, the military retracts its statement. It wasn't a flying disc, they say. It was just a weather balloon. A simple, ordinary, high-altitude weather balloon, and that's where the mystery truly begins. A weather balloon? Many people, including some of the military personnel involved at the time, found that explanation hard to swallow. The materials described by witnesses just didn't sound like any weather balloon they knew. Could a simple balloon create debris so unusual that it would spark a flying disc headline from the military itself? This contradiction is the core of the Roswell incident. On one hand, you have the official explanation. On the other, you have a flood of witness testimonies that tell a very different story. Over the decades, the plot thickened. New witnesses came forward. People who were there in 1947 and kept silent for years, fearing for their careers or their safety. They spoke of a much larger, more significant crash site. They described not just debris, but a craft. And most shockingly, they spoke of recovering bodies, non-human bodies. One of the most famous accounts comes from Glenn Dennis, a mortician in Roswell at the time. He claimed he received a call from the airbase asking about child-sized caskets and how to preserve bodies that had been exposed to the elements. Another key figure, Major Jesse Marcel, the intelligence officer who first inspected the debris, later stated in interviews that he was convinced what he saw was not from this Earth. He felt he was pressured to go along with the weather balloon cover story. So, what are we to believe? Was it a weather balloon, a sophisticated spy device from the Cold War, or something else entirely? The government has since declassified files related to projects like Project Mogul, which used high-altitude balloons to monitor Soviet nuclear tests. They claim this is what crashed near Roswell. It was a top-secret project, which explains the initial confusion and subsequent cover-up. It's a plausible explanation, and it fits many of the facts. The balloon train was massive, made of unusual materials for the time, and its purpose was highly classified. But does it explain everything? Does it account for the witnesses who described alien bodies? Does it explain the alleged intimidation of witnesses to remain silent? The Roswell incident has become a modern myth, a cornerstone of UFO lore. It forces us to question what we're told and to consider the possibility of the extraordinary. Whether you believe it was a weather balloon, a secret government project, or a genuine extraterrestrial event, one thing is certain. What happened in the New Mexico desert in the summer of 1947 changed the way we look at the sky forever. It's a story that continues to captivate, challenge, and inspire us to keep asking questions. What do you think really happened at Roswell? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoy diving deep into mysteries like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.